Hi Catherine here and welcome to the workshop. Today I want to show you the latest bike build that I've completed, and it's the first one that uses a look frame. In this case it's a brand new 795 Blade RS which has been released quite recently, and in particular it's the rim brake version of this frame set, unlike most other builds that I've done recently. And it's finished off in this beautiful Pro Team white paint job, which is the Mondrian color scheme on the white base of the frame. Pretty stunning in real life, I must say. Now, unlike other recent aero bike releases, this frame differs in the fact that it doesn't use any kind of crazy integration or proprietary parts, and also it sticks to rim brakes, or at least you have the option to still have rim brakes, which if you, for example, have a high-end group set laying around from your old bike or a high-end wheel set, then might be a pretty neat thing. But of course it's still an aero frame and you still find the aero features on it that you would expect. So let's start from the front of the bike and the fork in particular. The fork legs are bowed out for better airflow, less turbulence around the wheel, but they're not super slim. I guess that's for improved handling. Same goes for the head tube, which has an hourglass shape, but again nothing radically narrow. The brakes, as I said, are rim brakes, but they're standard centrally mounted, not even direct mount brakes, so very easy to source, pretty common, although with a slight aerodynamic penalty. One proprietary part that is present is Look's aero stem, which comes in a wide range of sizes, and it features internal cable routing for Di2 and also mechanical drivetrains. Behind these little flaps, the cables or wires go inside and next to the stereo tube down into the frame, so everything is pretty neat. Of course it's not really used with the SRAM E-tap that is present on this bike. This stem though is compatible with any standard diameter road handlebar, but what we have now is the Look ADH aerodynamic handlebar with the flattened top section. Although this bar itself is pretty neat because it has these wide spaces, so it allows to mount basically any standard computer, so no proprietary designs needed here either. Also very convenient. If we move further back on the bike, you can see that the only internal routing you need to do is for the rear brake, which is, well, for the mechanic. Again, very simple. The front brake cable runs only through the handlebar in this case, the rear one too, and then it enters the frame here, exits there, very clean job. It has these removable flaps, as you can see, so you got a nice wide opening and it's pretty easy to fish the cable through. The top tube is slightly swooping and it acts or blends seamlessly into the seat stays, which are not dropped, interestingly, again defying the trends. Another interesting thing about the seat stays is at no point are they joined to form a brake bridge. This results in more compliance in the frame, which can be really felt on the road. The brake mount is this separate little unit. I haven't seen this or anything similar on any other bike, and I think this is the reason also why it doesn't use direct mount brakes. But these standard caliper brakes have evolved quite a lot, so definitely a lot better than some of the integrated brake designs. One feature that wasn't very practical on the previous 795 Light RS frame set or Aero Light frame set was the integrated seat mast. Now that is gone and it's replaced by something a lot more traditional. Look, call it the Aero Post 2, and the neat thing about it is that it's super adjustable. So of course you can adjust the saddle height like any other seat post, but what's also special is that it features a bottle cage mount, for example, not seen very often, but also a flippable head, so you can have a massive range of fore and aft adjustments, and also this allows you to change the seat tube angle. The reason for that is Look sell this bike also with a triathlon specific wheel kit with aero bars and everything you need. So really it's kind of two bikes in one. So if you're a budding triathlete or doing ITU style races, you can have a very aggressive forward triathlon position with your hydration system on the back in a regular road bike, which is yeah, a pretty neat solution. The seat post had features, or you with the frame set you get the clamps for both round and oval rails, which is again pretty neat. You get everything you need. Also, what I want to mention as far as the accessories for the frame is this blanking port. Now this is used for SRAM ETAP. As you can see, it's just well, a blank plate. If you use Shimano Di2, this is where your junction box comes. So again, you can have it in a very easy to reach spot right here. If we go even more further down the frame, we stumble upon one of my favorite features of this bike, and I think a lot of manufacturers can learn from this. I'm referring to the bottom bracket standard and arrangement here. So if you go to the other side for a moment, you can see that it's a thread together aluminum cup design, which is very neat. And also standard wise, it's the BB386, which is my favorite because it accepts everything really. You can have large spindles, long spindles, all kinds of diameters, still pretty large bearings, nice wide interface. So I think it's the best. Honestly, if I was to design a bike, I would choose this one. It also allows for a huge bottom bracket junction. As you can see, it's absolutely massive. And it also features the cable guides for mechanical drivetrains. Everything nicely removable, cleanable, and pretty well sealed. So yeah, everything has been thought of. Basically, very universal frame, widely compatible with any drivetrain you might want to put it on. A bit further back, you can find the super boxy and absolutely enormous chainstays. Look frames feature the largest chainstays I have ever seen on any bike. I guess that's particularly useful for power transfer, but from my ride experience I can say it really doesn't do much to detract from the ride quality, which is just good. Another interesting feature is the derailleur hanger, which clamps the frame from the outside. So I like this feature because then you don't tighten the skewer against the carbon, which can wear out quickly, but against the aluminum part of the hanger, so it should last longer in my opinion. It also provides a more solid clamping interface. Here you can also see the tiny plug that comes with the frame set in case you're using SRAM ETAP. Like in this case, you can just plug the holes on the frame that you no longer need for added weatherproofing. Okay, so these were more or less the details and features of this frame set. And you can find really anything here. It's pretty lightweight, with coming in at 950 grams for the frame. It has nice ride quality because of the comfort feature, and particularly in the seat stay area. Also the aerodynamic nods that help you cut through the air. And yeah, overall I can say that it's a bit more of a traditional bike if you compare it to the offerings from other brands, but I think this is exactly the reason why it might be appealing to some budding racers out there. Just some quick words about the finishing kit. I've already mentioned the SRAM Red E-Tab group set. The wheels are from another French manufacturer, Corima, and these are the 47 WS Plus clinchers, and the tires fitted to them are the brand new Conti GP 5000s. The complete weight of this bike with the Look Keel Blade pedals and the SRM PC8 computer is 7.5 kilos in this size small, which is very competitive for an aero bike. Okay, so that's all for today about this bike. If you want to know more about the bikes that I use myself for my training and racing for different disciplines, then don't forget to tune into the channel and subscribe. It's all for today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.